All right, I'm going to start this over again because apparently my last go round the volume wasn't on apparently. So here we are again. I said that I would come back on around 8, but about 7:45, we finally gave in to our dogs whining and being all up in our face, wanting to go for a WALK, and I'm spelling it because my doodle is in here now. Molly, come here. Molly, come here. You want to be on the camera? You want to? Come here. Come here. She's tired. Come here. No? All right, well, screw it. Whatever. Come here. No? You want to come up here? All right, well, forget it. You're out of the show. Dismiss. So anyways, we just went for a walk, and funny thing, and I'm sure Trevor's on here and he'll be making a comment here in a minute, but we are responsible pet owners. So when we take our dogs for a walk, we always have our little baggies, okay? Well, it's like clockwork. The black dog, Bama, she goes like, I don't know, within 50 yards of getting on this trail, okay? And then Molly is more of a lady, and she will actually, aw, so cute. Reading a text, sorry. Molly's a little bit more of a lady, and she will wait till we go on an incline, and she will go kind of like down in the tall grass. And then I feel like, maybe I don't need to pick it up because it's way down there. It's in the tall grass. It's off the beaten path. No one walks down there. It's not on a path. So, anywho, we're walking around, and I'm on my third vodka drink. I mean, is that bad? Is it bad? It's not bad. It's Friday, and I didn't have crap to do after 5 o'clock. So about 5 o'clock, I poured me a drink and Trevor a drink, and here we are. So anywho, we're walking around the retention pond, and I've got my, wonderful bag of crap, and Trevor said something, because that's what we do. We're always saying something back and forth. And so I'm slinging this bag of crap, and I hit him on the shirt, and he's wearing just a white undershirt from earlier today. He took off the top shirt or whatever, and so needless to say, I saw this little brown speck on his shirt, and I look at my bag, and I'm like, what the heck? There were some little holes in the bottom of this crap bag. And so, yeah, I mean, the rest of the walk, he kind of smelled like crap, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm learning about how I want to do, I'm supposed to be able to click on this eye and invite people to my live. Okay, because eventually I want to have like a guest on my live. So I don't, if you know how to do it, figure it out. I tried to figure it out earlier with my friend Jody, and she invited me to her live, and I clicked on it, and I still couldn't, it was just her. There was no me on the side or anything. So it used to be really easy, but now I'm not really sure how that happens. So if anyone has any tricks, let me know. But the title of my live is 3 minutes into it. Sorry, I'm rambling. That's what happens when you have a little vodka. The title of my live that I wanted to talk about later, it was more than a speck. It is what it is at this point. Back to school shopping is a slow death. Okay, I had the brilliant idea of, hey, let's go ahead and go to Famous Footwear today after Walmart. So this was after the Walmart escapade, okay? Went to Famous Footwear. It was buy one, get one half off. Well, that's just a crock. I mean, that's just a ruse to get you in the door, because I'm pretty sure they jack up the prices of the expensive shoes because they're going to give you half off of whatever the cheap crap is, right? Okay, so usually the boys get one pair of nice tennis shoes for the school year. But I don't know what happened to me. I was feeling soft, super sweet or something, and mostly for Cole because he's going to public school, and I was like, you need more than one pair of shoes to choose from, But if I let him have two pairs, make sure your settings are set to allow people into your life. Well, yeah, I guess I need to look at that. I will check that out. So if Cole gets two pairs, obviously Trent needs to get two pairs, right? Okay, so Cole's relatively easy. You ask him questions, he answers you. So it makes the whole shopping experience not so bad. Trent, on the other hand, he's at the age now where you ask him a question and he won't reply. He'll just keep walking away from you, or he'll just purposely choose to look at you with a blank stare and not reply. It's quite infuriating because I don't have patience if you haven't figured that out just yet. So, and to top it off and make a story really worth telling is you throw in a Nana, which is my dear sweet mother, okay? Lord, I'm glad you don't have girls. Exactly. I'm glad I don't have girls too, because I don't have time for that. So anyways, I got my mom with me, and God love her. She's my best friend besides my husband. But she just, God love her, and she likes to buy the boys a pair of shoes to start the school year off. So she bought a pair, I bought a pair, okay? And she likes to just ask stupid questions, which are like, I call them Captain Levon obvious questions, because she'll just, yes, love Nana, she's the best. She'll just say things, and it's just like, did you really just ask me? You know, it's just like the other day, and I'm gonna go off on some tangents here, but the other day, okay, she's lived in the same house since 1971. Okay, so she's lived in the same house for 49 years. Okay, and so that was my home growing up. She still lives there. I mean, same old. I mean, it's changed a little bit around there. 99's going in front of her house now, but for the most part, it's the same area, same streets, same back roads, you know, same major landmarks, nothing earth-shattering, right? And so just an example of something stupid my mom will say, God love her, is we were leaving her house to go to this Mexican restaurant called Los Cucos. It's been there for 20-something years. I mean, we've been going there for ages, okay? And we decided we were going to meet each other there because I was going to leave from there and head home, and then she, of course, was going to go back to her house. And she's like, well, you know, you take Husmith Kerrville to get to Los Cucos, so just go down Boudreaux, go down Husmith Kerrville, and you know it's right there. No shit, Mom. Been going Husmith Kerrville to Los Cucos for 20-plus years. Why do you feel the need to throw that in there? Like you're giving me some brand new newsflash. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah, just Grand Parkway. She literally has an exit in front of her driveway, Christina. Not far from your shop. Oh yeah, Gina came and got her hair done today. I'm sure she looks gorgeous. All right, so anyways, I'm just giving you the preface leading up to my famous footwear experience after Walmart, okay? After eating lunch in the L'Oreal cosmetic lane, okay? So, Cole's pretty simple. He finds these cute little shoes, okay? They're Adidas. Love them. These are still pretty popular. They were popular, like I told my kids. These are popular amongst the middle school kids. I mean, they're real popular. And my mom's trying to put, okay, so they have one of those different tongues where they don't detach. It's all like one thing, right? I mean, it's all, you just slip your foot in, easy peasy, no big deal. So I said, Mom, you take Cole, I'll deal with the biggin, okay? So I come over there, I'm like, hey, first of all, okay, let me just go backwards a little bit. Let me go backwards. So, okay, Cole's wearing slides. The boy's been out of school since March, okay? He hasn't put on a tennis shoe in over 5 months, okay? He's been wearing slides, or when we're up in the country, he's wearing boots, okay? He hasn't touched a tennis shoe, okay? So he just puts on the slide, gets out the door. So I'm like, okay, well, looking for what size. So I asked the little lady, I'm go, hey, do y'all have those little measuring things where you know, they're silver, you put your foot on it and then you move the little dealie and it tells you what size shoe your kid's in. I was like, hey, do you have those? She's like, well, no, we haven't had those in the store since, you know, the COVID. And I'm like, oh my God, if I hear COVID one more time about why my life is jacked up right now and I'm always just, something's inconvenienced, I swear. So anyways, she's like, well, what size are his slides? And I go, well, let me look in him. I didn't realize they even had a size, you know what I'm saying? Ava is all about the Adidas. Yes, they're cute. They're very cute. I want a pair. They look very, as Cole said, it's like you're walking on a cloud. So anyways, we finally had to figure out what size he's in. He's in a 4, okay? And so then my mom's she's like, well, I just don't know about these, Courtney. I mean, they just seem really difficult. I mean, he can't even like move the tongue around to get his foot in. So I just don't know if these are going to work. I'm like, Mom, just move. I got it. Move. You just put your foot in there and you use the little tongue in the back and hey, you just slip it on. It's not a big deal, Mom. You know, do you like them, Cole? Okay, let's check that off the list. Let's go. Let's get them. So then I'm looking down and I was like, well, these are your like tennis shoes, like hardcore tennis shoes. Why don't you get some more that are like cutie casual for, you know, days when maybe you want to change it up a bit and let people know you have a little bit more style. I was like, look at the Vans, look at the, you know, they have some other shoes that are like Vans. I don't know. But then he saw these Converse. And if you don't know Cole, he is super into geography and history. And God love him, he found some Converse that have the world map on them. Okay? And an airplane. Everything's backwards on this. So he loved them. So then he didn't have any socks on because he was wearing the slides. So Mom goes and grabs the nylons. Well, you know, it's not going to give you the true effect because, you know, he kept trying to put the nylons on with the Converse and they kept slipping down. And it's like, finally, you know what? Let me take off my sock. You can take my sock because I was wearing tennis shoes. And so he put on one Converse with a sock, okay? And I was like, whoa, hold up, back up, put it in reverse because you don't wear socks with Converse. I was like, well, put the other one on barefoot. And he was just, this is just not very comfortable. I prefer to wear socks, Mother. And I'm like, you know, but people might talk if you're wearing Converse with socks because that's really, you know, not the way that they do it these days with the youngsters. And so then he was flip-flopping back and forth. I go, well, these things are $45. If you want them, you can get them. I'm all about getting you 2 pairs of shoes. But if you're going to get home and talk about not wearing them, which is the last Converse pair of shoes I bought him like 2 years ago. They were super cute red ones, and he never wore them. So I gave them to someone like a brand new pair of shoes. So that was nice to donate them, but at the same time, I'm like, you never even wore them. So anyways. So then he's like, well, never mind. I don't need them. I go, well, are you going to wear them? He's like, well, I might wear them with socks, but, you know, they're $45, so I don't need them, Mother. I'm like, Cole, really, I don't care about the money, honestly. But he's like, well, I'll wear them with socks. I'm like, okay. So got him done, praise Jesus. Meanwhile, Sasquatch, a.k.a. Trent, the 11-year-old, is a whole nother case. He is so difficult. He is stubborn. He is just, he likes to dig in. He's not my child. He's the other one's child, if you know what I mean. A little bit more difficult. So anyways, he's been needing a new pair of shoes for at least a month because the Under Armour shoes he has right now, it looks like he's just, you know, squeezed in a marshmallow into a matchbox. I mean, it just looks ridiculous. But I'm all about, let's hold off until we get closer because he's growing like a weed. And, you know, I can't keep him in clothes. He like cycles 3 pairs of shirts and shorts. That's it. That's all he gets because it's just ridiculous. We can't keep up with him. So we try to stick to Under Armour because that's just our preference these days, brand wise and loyalty wise. Well, they only had like 4 pairs of Under Armour to choose from, and they were all just solid black. They just weren't really attractive for it. You know, a tweener. I guess that's what he's called now, a tweener. He's about to be 12 in November. So, couldn't find any shoes. So, I said, well, why don't you start looking at, forget those for right now. Why don't you start looking at some of these, like, cute, more deck shoe type casual things. So, we went through several. Same thing. This whole time, I thought that his Under Armour shoes that he's been wearing were 8.5 men's, okay? So I got him a 9, and he squeezed into his 9, and he immediately took them off. Well, my mom got pissed because he wouldn't even stand up and let her measure his toe and, like, see where his toe is and everything. And I was like, well, hold on. I thought he had an 8.5, and I looked at his shoe. Well, his shoe was already a 9.5, so I was way off. My bad. Sorry, Nana. So she's trying to squeeze his foot into a 9, getting all mad that he was like, no, Nana, these don't fit. Let's put them up. And she's like, well, at least
Get up and try 'em on. Let me feel your toe. Courtney, he said they don't fit. He didn't even try.
I'm like, oh God, how many kids do I need here? So, talked to Jesus, said a little prayer, and I said, Mom, he's already in a 9.5. So we need to go ahead and go to the 10s. Okay. So finally settled on these boats. I mean, look at this. It is a boat. Okay. Super nice. What are these, vans? Vans. We finally settled on some vans. Sweet Jesus. Okay. These are 10s. The boy's 11. He won't be 12 until November. He is going into 6th grade. This is ridiculous. Okay. So we got those. Then came the other pair of shoes. Okay. All right. So these are he's all into gray apparently, dark gray. I hope that's not a sign of something. Okay. So here's the other ones. These we had to get 10.5s. Okay. His father is 6'2", 2 something, and he's in a 12. Trent is 11 and a 10.5. I mean, that's kind of scary, guys. It's a little scary. I mean, what am I dealing with here? He could probably, don't tell him, but he could probably already kick my ass if he wanted to. He could probably already take me down and kick my ass. Because I'll tell you right now, when I go to whoop him, I mean, I'm popping blood vessels. It's not even funny, folks. I'm popping blood vessels. And then I got to chase him around just to get him. So, anywho, yeah, Under Armour. I got you, Stephanie. I mean, please, don't shame me for getting those, but, I had to get it over with, and I was down to minimal choices. So, yeah, we haven't bought the N in a while, but it is what it is right now. So anyways, this was a whole nother thing. This was a whole nother thing with my mother. She was like, oh God. She's like, well, you need to get him some 10s. Those Vans are 10s and he needs 10s. I'm like, Mom, he's already tried on the 10s and the tennis shoes. They're not good. His foot's right at the end. I had him stand up. They're not good. He's gonna need new shoes in 2 months. And so then we, finally go to get 10.5s. And she's like, and so I was like, I'm going to go find it in 10.5. So I bring the box back. Well, is that a 10.5? Well, Mom, what did I say I was going to get? It's a 10.5. Meanwhile, I got Cole over here. There's in Famous Footwear, there's the cart with all the circle things on there with the stickers for the sale prices, like $39.98, $45.98, $54.98, whatever. And he's just bored. He's just spinning them around, and I'm like, can we just get out of here? Well, then I forget, my mother-in-law needs some new shoes, okay? So they're sitting there. I gotta go look at my mother-in-law's shoes, and I gotta try those shoes on, because if they're snug on me, they'll probably fit on her, because her foot is a little bit more skinnier and narrower than mine. So that's a whole nother thing. Then we finally get up to I know. So we finally get up to the line, okay? And apparently the lady working there, this is social hour. She's got nothing better to do than tell you a bunch of stories when you check out, okay? Girl, I just spent an hour in here with a circus with this mask on, okay? And I just came from Walmart. So you need to just take a step back, turn it down a couple notches. You're at a 10, I need you at a 2, okay? Just wheel it down. Okay, I'm not into your stories. I just want to check it out, get out the road, and go home and wind it down. I mean, it's already 2 o'clock, and after Walmart and Famous Footwear, I was ready to call it a day. I mean, for real. So anyways, I get up there. So first of all, my mom's got to check out, okay? So she wants my coupon, $10 off. I give her my coupon for her 2 shoes for the boys, okay? Then I got to do a checkout separate, my mother-in-law's shoes. So my mother-in-law pays for her shoes, okay? And every time we're checking out, she's got to ask me again, what's my phone number to get my rewards, okay? Meanwhile, she's asking me, well, do you need some socks? Socks are buy one, get one free. No, I don't need any socks. I'm good. Just these shoes. Just came here for shoe shopping. I'll get my socks somewhere else a lot cheaper than your $19.99 two pairs of socks. Okay, I'm good. Thanks. So then I'm checking out for the third time. Okay, so my mom checked out, then I checked out for my mother-in-law, and now I gotta check out for the other two pairs of shoes. So now she's asking me if we need any masks, because they just got in a whole load of face masks, and they're over there, they're still in the box, but if you want to go look, they're over there, get the mask, or buy two, get one free. And I'm like, no, I'm good, baby, I'm good. Got my mask. I got a friend who makes me a bunch of masks. I'm tapped out on the masks. I'm good. And I wear them as minimally as possible. But it's just like, oh my God, get to the point. And then she was telling me a story about somebody else who was in there and how much money they saved and how many pairs of shoes they got. And I'm just like, girl, give me a subtotal, put it on the screen, take my $5 off, and let's do this. Let's do this. So anyways, that's my story, and it was a little bit more long-winded than I had intended for, but sorry. It's 8:40 and earlier it was 5 o'clock somewhere. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm still trying to figure out how to do these Facebook Lives. So I want to bring in my cousin and Sarah and some other people here, but I got to figure out how that works. So if anyone wants to kind of play along with me, I got to check my settings. Yes. So I hope everyone's having a great Friday night. I want to go back and read some of these comments that I missed, and hope y'all are doing well, and I'll talk to y'all later. Toodles!